好嘞，到时候我们继续学习标准教程 HSK， 不好意思 ，HSK 6级下册。All right, more vocabulary. There's always vocabulary. There. So we're getting there. 我们学到第38课，第178页。All right. 对照 refer, compare, I tend to say to contrast. 对照, you have two things and you contrast them against each other. 对照 Whoops. 对照 Contrast, yeah. 对比参照对比 is kind of similar, I guess. 参照 yeah, consult as a reference. Okay, so 对照底稿 What is 底稿? First draft? I don't know. 底稿原稿 Draft manuscript. Okay, 对照底稿认真校订editorially revise. We need another example. That's not so helpful, really. 对照原文检查译文 So compare with the original text and inspect the translation. Oh, okay, so this is like check the translation against the original. Against the original. Is it against the original or just do both of these things? I guess this is correct. 英汉对照读本 Okay, so this would be English Chinese. So there'll be an English version and a Chinese version in the same book. 读本 will be like a reader, not just a textbook, a reader. 形成鲜明的对照 Just, I don't know, form a striking contrast. Yeah, contrast. All right, let's go to ChatGPT. That's not ChatGPT. That's something else. I'll explain that later on. Thanks. Can you help me with 对照, please? It's a verb, right? A verb and kind of a noun as well. All right. 对照意思是把两个或多个事物进行比较，以发现它们的异同或验证某些特点。它既可以举实物的对比，也可以举抽象概念。That's just comparison. 概念、文字内容等方面的对比。All right. That's comparison, but the 照 implies some kind of reference or you're consulting, like you have a kind of reference material, so you're comparing it with a reference of some kind. 在翻译过程中，我们需要对照原文和译文，以确保正确性。So we're comparing the original text with the translated text to maintain accuracy. Yeah, so this 翻译 here is a verb meaning to translate. 翻译 has three meanings, right? The 翻译is a translation. 翻译 is also a job of a translator, also interpreter. I think translator and interpreter are both 翻译. And to translate 翻译. Okay, that wasn't the example sentence, but okay. 对照这两份文件，可以发现其中的差异。Yeah, okay, so you're comparing two documents. Contrasting, comparing. You're not saying one is better than the other. You're identifying the differences. Yeah, okay. What's this next one? We'll just read the example here. 把新旧产品放在一起对照，能清楚地看到改进之处， Yeah, so you compare old and new, maybe see how it's changed or improved in this case. 对照去年和今年的销售数据，我们可以分析出市场趋势。All right, so we're comparing last year's and this year's 销售数据 sales data. 老师让学生们对照优秀作文。哦，不好意思，优秀作业。So this could be homework. 找出自己需要改进的地方。So maybe the teacher's like, oh, this student wrote really good homework. Yeah, this is your reference for everyone else. And everyone's really uncomfortable when that happens, right? 对照. So it looks like you have two things. They're pretty much the same type of thing, right? And you're comparing them. This year's data with last year's data, that student's homework with that student's homework, and so on. All right. 齐心协力. Yeah. The 齐 kind of means coordinated, I guess, or something in that ballpark. This one. 齐. So maybe, you know, 齐全 complete. 整齐, yeah, also complete, I guess. 整齐, oh no, this is in 整理的整, so in order, tidy. 一起, this is 一起, which is at the same time in unison. So 一起, so when the teacher walks in the classroom, it says, 学生们好, or something like this, or 大家好. Maybe all the students will 一起说老师好. 一起鼓掌. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, okay. If you go to the cricket in Australia, you'll dun, 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 dun. Yeah, anyway. In unison. 提升, yeah. So this is in unison, like unison 声. So now we're kind of getting closer to what this 成语 is. 提升, I don't know, 提升. Now, so we're looking at 一起努力. Not so sure about that one. There's a few 成语 with this one. Okay, 齐心协力. Okay, so 齐心. So we saw 齐声, where there were people were saying things in unison. In this case, the xin represents their like work attitude, this sort of thing. Yeah. Oh, be of one mind, right? So they're doing something, but they're all doing it together with the same goal. 协助 maybe 协助的协. What do you reckon the 协 is in this one? 齐心协力. 齐心协力. It's not clear what the characters mean entirely. 思想一致. So everyone's thinking the same, working towards the same goal. 共同努力. Yeah. So 协. Maybe the 协 is like together in the sense of beside each other. 同心协力. Oh, so same idea, but with 同 instead of 齐. 同心协力. Concerted. Concerted or coordinated? Concerted. What's concerted mean? Does it have a meaning that I don't know it has? Arrange and carry out coordinated. A concerted attempt to preserve religious unity. All right. Concerted. It does have a coordinated meaning. Okay. 会同, jointly. So here you would need multiple people doing the same thing and they're working harmoniously towards that goal. 齐心协力. All right. Thanks. can you help me with 齐心协力 please? 齐心协力，意思是大家团结一致，共同努力。这个成语强调了，why is there a l there？强调合作与团队精神，常用于形容在面对困难和挑战时，大家 ，all right， 大家齐心协力。So this 成语齐心协力 emphasizes 齐心协力。ChatGPT is what's the word? Funny, silly. I went to say funny and silly at the same time and said Philly, and is Philly a word? It is now. Yeah, silly, a bit silly, a bit 逗，很逗。But anyway, so we're doing some kind of through difficulty or challenges. We're working together, multiple people, everybody, 共同努力完成任务. So working together to complete the mission 或达成目标 or reach the goal. All right. So let's just read the examples. Example, 只有齐心协力，我们才能在这次比赛中取得好成绩. Yeah, only if we coordinate our efforts. Concerted efforts. I guess concerted, I should be envisaging a kind of orchestra, and then there's the conductor who is concerting. Does a conductor concert? I mean, concerted is concert or can you use concert as a noun? As a verb? Maybe. Does a conductor concert a concert? All right, anyway. 在疫情期间，医护人员和志愿者们齐心协力，保护了大家的健康. Yeah, so the medical staff and volunteers worked together with a common purpose. Yeah. 为了迎接即将到来的考试，学生们齐心协力，互相帮助，共同进步. Okay, so the students are working together in preparation for the 考试, the test. Yeah, my experience is that's not usually all that effective. It depends on other students, I don't know, level of quality and things like that. 为了建设一个和谐社会，我们必须齐心协力，消除分歧，共同努力. All right. And yeah, okay, so what context might it arise in? The workplace, 学校教育, like school and education in general. 社区和志愿活动, so social, community or volunteer activities, 体育比赛, physical competition, sports, basically sports. 比喻用法. No, it's just the same. Is it the same as, so, 同心协力? 同心协力意思非常相近. All right. 同心协力 I think they're the same. Let's see if ChatGPT can find any difference. 齐心, maybe this is like they're physically in the same proximity or something. 大家的心思和目标一致. Okay, 同心. 大家有共同的心愿和目标. No, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So let's make a little note of that one. What color should that be? Purple? I'm not very consistent. 同心协力. 同心协力. All right. Yeah, this is one of these ones you can kind of work out how it works just from the characters. Kind of functions as a verb, right? 我们需要齐心协力，or maybe 我们齐心协力的达到我们的目标 that sort of thing. All right, 专长 yeah, 专长 so there's 3 words you need to know here. 专长 is one of them. 3, maybe there's even more than that, but off the top of my head, 专门 专程 and yeah, 专长 专长不一样 kind of similar but 不一样 I usually use 专门 like for a particular purpose. Yeah. So if someone asks me what I'm doing here, I might say I'm here specifically to study Chinese or something like this. 他发表过很多语言学专门著作. Oh, this is just an adjective. Usually it's used as an adverb here. 我是专门来看你的. I came here specifically to see you. So I use this one. Here you could use 专程. So this 专门 is the kind of the key one. I get maybe it's the basic one. 专门 like special purpose for a particular purpose. So you can say what that purpose is. It's not just I felt like coming here on a whim. It's to do something. Okay. 特地 oh yeah, there's also 特地. 这套房子是专门为你准备的. Yeah. So special purpose. Also 特地. Yeah, you need to know that one as well. That's very common. Okay. 专程. Kind of a similar concept, but the 程 implies some sort of travel, right? 专门为某事前往某地. So you for some 某事 some matter, and for that matter alone, you have gone to some place. Okay, so 专程进京. 进京, I guess that means go to Beijing, go to the capital, I guess. 专程探视. So the 探视 will be like investigate visually. I don't know. 专程看望. So 看望 is usually visit someone in hospital. So you're making a special trip to see someone in hospital, right? Yeah, 回家看望父母亲. Oh, okay, you can see your parents at home. I shouldn't say at hospital. But yeah, 看望病人. It can also be that. Okay, so that's 专程. So 专门, special purpose. There is some purpose in mind, a single purpose for doing something. That can basically be anything. Anything you're doing can have a 专门, yeah, a special reason. Okay, 专程, kind of the same thing, but you're traveling somewhere. 专程, 专程, which I don't see very often. 专门的知识技能特长 专程. So this is a noun. So this is different. So this one's a noun. This is, well, I use it as an adverb. And this one I also think it's an adverb. 专长 is a noun. Okay. So that's the key difference. This is a noun. 专门的 like 专门 specialized knowledge. Actually, this is an adjective as well. Whoops. Oh, sorry. This one, adjectives. Specialized knowledge, techniques, or abilities, or 特长. 特长 is kind of the same thing, right? Speciality. 专长. So the 专 would imply exclusive, right? There's only one thing you do, and that's what you do, right? 专长. Whereas 特长 doesn't exclude the possibility of alternative. 学有专长. What's this mean? That sounds like a Confucius quote. Have specialized knowledge in a subject. 具有某个领域专门的学问和技能. Okay, 学有专长. Let's jot that down. 学有专长. So, sorry, I can't see. 学有专长. Yeah, I'm getting it confused with that. 学有专长. 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 So some sort of specialized academic knowledge or technique or skill or something. 唱歌是他的专长. Okay, so you're not just saying that this person is good at singing, they're also good, they're also not particularly good at anything else. I guess that's the impression. 发挥专长. Okay, so 发挥, okay, it gets translated to give full play to. Okay, so you have this skill, but maybe you don't have an opportunity to use said skill. But maybe the opportunity arises and it's like, haha, my time has come. Yeah. But it reminds me of like superhero movies where so superhero has a very, very narrow superpower. Maybe like they turn into water or something like this. And like, all right, what use is that? Yeah, of course, the movie, they'll find some ultra specific narrow circumstances in which yeah, turning into water would be important when they can 发挥 their 专长. 所以有专长. Yeah. 你的专长是什么? What's your specialty? 专长. Yeah. So the 专 kind of means exclusive, right? 专门. Exclusive, yeah, 就属于某一门类的. So let's look at 专. 其中在这一方面 yeah, 单一的 here. Yeah, 专心. Oh yeah, 专心. 专心 means you're devoting all your effort to something. 专心. Be absorbed in, concentrate on. So, 我正在专心学习中文, I'm absorbed in studying Chinese. 专心. Yeah, that's a good one as well. That's one that you need to know as well for the HSK. 专心. 专长. Yeah, so this one's a noun. 专戳, don't know this one. Oh, right, yeah. So this is like special purpose. 戳, special purpose car. 专款, it's probably the same thing, but special purpose funds. 专刊, special issue. 刊 is 期刊, 刊登的刊. Yeah, so a special issue, perhaps of a journal or something. Sometimes, like if an established professor like dies, they might put a special issue in his honor, or that sort of thing happens. Yeah, 单独掌握和控制. Okay, 专政, dictatorship. 专钱, yeah, monopolize power. 专卖. Yeah, 专卖 is something you see a lot. 专卖. So this implies, how do you say this? You see it on signs. I'll show you. Sorry. I use my textbook as my mousepad. How do you say mousepad in Chinese? 专卖. Yeah, this sort of thing. I think it almost means like authorized retailer. So this shop is 专卖, or maybe it's specialized. Exclusive right to trade, 专卖店. So this store has the rights to sell Lego. Yeah. So maybe you'll see 苹果手机，苹果 or 苹果店。Yeah, this one. 苹果专卖店. So specialty store. So they sell Apple products and nothing else. They don't sell apples. Yeah, 专卖. What else can be 专卖? 专卖店. Well, what if we just put in 专卖店 and see what comes up? Sorry. I don't. Whoa. 专卖店. Okay, so this is Dior. So these are all designers. Gucci. All right. Unicolor. All right, so they're the authorized retailers. The others are unauthorized, and they have specific authorization to sell that single product, and they don't sell other products. Everything in the store will be that particular product and so on. All right, so maybe the 专长 means something you're especially good at or something. 专长其中在一件事或一方面的单一的 Yeah, no, it kind of is. You're good at one thing and because maybe you spent your entire life focused on one thing and you've gotten really, really good at it. And maybe that's your 特长. Sorry, your 专长. Your 专长. I don't know. I don't use it very often. Oh, maybe we're going to look at 专长店. No. 发挥各自的专长. If we're talking about that, I would say 长处. 长处. Yeah. 特长. I just use 长处. 每个人都有自己的长处和短处 ，yeah， 优点和缺点。All right, 资本 capital. Yeah, 资本 by itself, I don't think 做资本 is it used by itself? It's used by itself in the textbook. Usually it's 资本主义 or something like this. 资本 capital. It's not capital in the sense of capital city. It's capital in the sense of capitalism. And not capital in the sense of good. Capital. So actually, let's go here. 资本. I just want to know how it's used. 资本支出 capital expenditure was treble. Do people say treble to mean 三倍? Triple or thrice? I like the words thrice. Treble. I have been known to use words like doblet. Doblet. Former charge doblet. Triplet. Yeah. You just say twin, I guess. Anyway, we're getting a little off topic. 资本. Yeah, 资本主义 capitalism is mostly how it's used. 资本主义. 日本资本. So Japanese capital. There was a capital outflow. 资本. 1998年的资本外流量为这个220亿元 22 billion. Okay. 我们生活在资本主义社会 capitalist society. 他呼吁改革资本收益税. So capital gains tax. Okay. 收益 is gains, I guess, or capital profit tax. So he is appealing for reform to the capital gains tax. That's different. That's not 资本. Then 资本收益. So this is capital gains. 资本收益仍然很少. Return on capital. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Return on capital. 政治资本, political capital. This is a metaphor, right? Political capital. It's not an concrete entity. Capital usually is something concrete, like money. Is money concrete? Money or assets and things like this. Yeah, political capital is more like your, I don't know what people, your goodwill or how popular you are among the people and so on. 大量资本, large amounts of capital. Yeah, it seems capital comes up a lot. Most of the time it's 资本主义, capitalism, as opposed to, say, communism, 共产主义, or socialism, 社会主义, socialism or feudalism, 封建主义, 封建主义. Maybe it should be 制度, because it's not a 主义, is it? 封建主义, it's there, but maybe this is a better choice. 封建制度, like feudalist system. What other ones are there? I don't know. Is it 全权主义, 全权, total authority? No. Well, that's what I wanted to say. Totalitarianism. 极权主义. Yeah, I like the phrase 全权 because it's the same syllable. The same syllable twice. 全权, total power, complete power. 权. The first one is like total, whole. 权 is power or authority, complete authority. Yeah, 全权. All right. Anyway, 资本. 以往. Yeah, all right. So 以往 is one of many ways of saying, referring to the past. 往. 往 refers to the past. 往事. 往事. 以往的事情. There you go. 往. There's other ones. 往往 is kind of, I don't know, in normal habit. Yeah, 往常. 以前平常的日子. Okay. 以往. Yeah, kind of similar, I guess. 来往. That's different. 上往. 向往. 向往. This is yearn for something, right? Yeah, that's different. 往返, 往来, 往事. Yeah, 往事, 往日. 往日. This is kind of like, it kind of means days in the past, but you use it when you're feeling nostalgic or reminiscing. 往日的情谊. No, yeah, 情谊. 往日的情谊. 记忆忧心. No, 忧心. Is that a 成语? 记忆犹新. All right. So whoever's doing this is nostalgic about the 往日, their friendship long ago. 往前, yeah, before, past, 往前. Yeah, if you say 往前走, 往前走, yeah, 往前走 means go ahead, but 往前 can also mean in the past. Anyway, you get the idea. 过往. That's just, oh no, that's different. All right. So here, 以往. So this is a noun before previously. So previously, sorry. Previously is an adverb, right? Before. I'm not sure. Maybe it counts as a noun in English. 以往. 以往. 以前, 过去. So it's a noun. 以往的经验. 以往的经历. 以往长此以往. Oh, so the chang here means for a long time, is it? Or if it stays like this, maybe it's not the best. 这里以往是一片荒野. Yeah, so here in the past, it was a 荒野. I don't know, wilderness? Untamed wilderness? 今年的收成比以往哪年都好. So here the 哪年 means any year in the past, all previous years. So 以往. So you could just say 过去. Why do we need this word? 过去. Or 以前 or之前. Why do we need this word? 以往. Let's ask ChatGPT. Why does the word 以往 exist? Kind of a strange question, but there's so many synonyms. Why would you think up another one when you've got perfectly good words? 以往. In the past formally. See, that sort of stuff makes it sound like it's an adverb or an adverbial rather than a noun, but it's definitely a noun. 它存在的原因是为了在all right. So here, 例句以往的日子 yeah, or 往日总是那么美好. 它以往是 它过去是 I just use 过去 I don't know 一个很严重的人严肃的人 all right 以往 here 过去这里是一片荒地，他的性格和以往相比，变得很大，变化很大。每当回忆以往的岁月，他总是感慨万千。以往的经历，教会了他很多人生道理。Yeah, all right. I don't have a strong reason to a strong justification for the existence of this word 以往. I would probably just use 过去. I don't know. I don't understand why it exists. Can't think of any reason. All right, 淡季. Yeah, there's two things, 淡季 and 旺季. 旺季 not meaning to forget, but peak. Peak times. 旺季 peak season. Yeah, 旺季淡季. 旺季 not that 旺季. Oh, sorry, not that 旺季. This 旺季. 旺季. 某种产品大量出产的或商业上买卖兴隆的季节. Yeah, so peak busy season. So during the 旺季, it's very busy. Different places have different busy seasons. 蔬菜旺季, so maybe this is a peak season for potatoes or something like this. 草莓旺季, 5月份是旅游旺季. Yeah, so in May people travel, or it's peak tourist month. Yeah, that depends where it is, really, whether or not May is good. And the antonym is 淡季. 淡季. Yeah, slack. It's the off season. I like traveling during the off season. Not when it's like freezing, but maybe like you take Spring Festival, wait a month and travel then. Usually the weather's a bit better and nobody is traveling because they've all spent their travel money on Spring Festival. That's when I'd like to travel. 某种产品出产 yeah, it's just the off season. 旅游淡季票价 便宜得多. Yeah, it's usually cheaper. And if you're staying at backpackers, often you just get the room to yourself anyway. Yeah. So one. Yeah, well, let's look at one first. 旺季. Wang kind of means thriving or flourishing, this sort of thing. Prosperous, flourishing, vigorous. Yeah, this one. 旺盛. 旺盛. I think thrive, exuberant. Yeah, I guess it's the busy period. And dan, I guess dan means watered down or something. I don't know. What does the dan mean in 淡季? Yeah, 生意少不兴旺. Oh, 不兴旺. 兴旺, not flourishing. Yeah, I pointed this out, and you need to remember this is first tone, and then I got it wrong. That's why I pointed it out, though. Don't make my mistakes. 生意少不兴旺. Okay, so this dan just means the opposite of wang. Right. 不兴旺. All right, what's next? 致富. All right, so there's two meanings of this word. Yeah, I've noted it here. Subdue is the other one. So 致富, first is uniform. You need to know both of them. I've definitely encountered both. 致富. So, yeah, these are like school uniforms. 学校制服, right? 制服. Maybe you also have work 工作制服. So your work uniform, I don't know, like this. Or this if you work on a plane. Or whatever. 制服. So uniforms. 制服. 服 makes sense. 服装, right? 衣服. Whereas 制, what is 制? 制 is kind of compulsory, I guess. Regulated clothes. Yeah, so 制服. They look like real estate agents. Oh, 酒店. No, they work at a hotel. And the other one is 致富 as a verb, meaning subdue. 致富. 致富, well, we'll put a le afterwards. 致富le. So, yeah, you can only put a le after a verb, right? Okay. 囚犯们制服了士兵. Yeah, the prisoners subdued the guards. 囚犯. Prisoners subdued the guards. So here it is used as a verb. Quite common, and it's very important. You can't just ignore that. You can't just not know this. Yeah. 他们筑起堤坝. 筑起堤坝. I didn't know 筑 could be used as a verb. And there it is, as a verb. Maybe I'd use 修. I don't know. 堤坝 is a dam, keeping water behind. So the dam 制服了那条奔腾的河流. Yeah, the wild stream. So the dam subdued the wild stream or river. Good figurative. 不用说，几乎已经没有人会穿这种老式的制服了。Okay, this is uniform. So 老式, old style uniform. All right. So two meanings. One, uniform, like school uniform or work uniform, and the other one is to subdue. You subdue enemies. Usually use force or something like this. A lot of words ending in fu mean kind of subdue or something in that ballpark. So 说服. 说服. So this is like persuade, right? So you use your words to subdue someone, right? 用充分的理由开导. What is 开导? Bring someone to reason, talk sense into someone. 使人心服. Yeah, there's another one. 心服. Their heart is persuaded. What are some other ones? 服. 克服. Yeah, you 克服困难. Overcome difficulties. 克服缺点. Overcome your drawbacks, overcome weaknesses. 佩服. 说服. 屈服. Yeah, 屈服 is another subdue. 屈服. Yeah, this is kind of like you subdue the enemy, I think. 绝不屈服. Oh, okay, this is subdue the enemy, cause them to give up, I think. 征服, this is another form of conquer. 征服, 征服世界的野心. Oh, okay, 野心 is ambition, so ambition to conquer the world. Yeah. 他的演唱征服了全场观众. So here it's more figurative. Win over, I don't know, the whole audience. Yeah. So as a verb, 拒服, meaning subdue, it's part of a larger family of words that end with the fu. All right. 规格. Yeah. Kind of like standard norms, but more like rules. 规格, I'm not sure. 规格. Specification, standards. Oh, right. This is like, you need to build this within like 3 millimeters of tolerance or something like this. I think that's what it is. 产品完全符合规格. Yeah, so you see this in engineering. So you need a product. So, but you can't manufacture it yourself. This product cannot be there's not much 余地, there's not much leeway or wiggle room. Not much 余地, not much latitude. You need it made, and maybe you have a small tolerance. Yeah, so you have to specify your 规格. You write down your 规格 and you give it to some other company, and they will manufacture it to your 规格. I think that's what this is. 规格. Kind of like specifications. Yeah. Norms seems totally different though. 规定的要求和标准, 特指产品原材料等的参数标准. 参数 is a parameter. So you add in these parameters like this. The length must be 1 meter plus or minus 1 centimeter, something like this. Yeah, you can't just make it too small or too big and just do with that. Yeah. 规格齐全, complete. 不合, 不合规格, 不合 is 不符合 or 不合格. So yeah, so this is do not satisfy. You may know 不合 on your exam results. Yeah, if you go to the HSK website and check your results, it will say 合格 or 不合格. Yeah. 那些来宾的规格很高. So their rank. That seems to be a specific usage. I don't know about that. So I'm not sure norms. Norms doesn't make sense here. It doesn't match my understanding of the English word norms doesn't match my understanding of the Chinese sentence, the Chinese definition here. Nor any of these examples does it seem to have any relation to norms. 这次会议的规格因部长出席而提高. So the meeting was dignified. Yeah, I don't know. This is rank, isn't it? So the rank of the meeting was increased by the fact that the 部长 turned up, the minister. Yeah, here is what I would think. 他们通过强制推行低技术规格来尽力控制成本. Okay, so their specification is low technology in order to reduce costs. Yeah. 这门大炮，大炮 is a cannon, you know, on a pirate ship. 这门大炮 why is it a 门？这门大炮在20世纪90年代 So just remember, 20世纪 is the 1900s. 20世纪 is the 1900s. 90年代 1990s. Don't get this one mixed up. Because this can come up on the exam. They'll say 20世纪, and then they'll try to trick you and say like the 2000s. And it's like, frustrating when something like that's on the exam. 20世纪90年代按照其原设计规格被精确的修复。Okay, so here it's more like design standards or specifications. Design specifications. Okay, so this cannon from the 1990s. I mean, that's not that long ago, right? But this isn't like pirate ship times. So cannons in the 1990s were on battleships and so on. Anyway. Okay, I'm going to put specifications. I think that's better than both these translations. IONS. Specifications. I'm going to get rid of norm. Norm is like 准则. 准则 is norm. This one. Yeah. Basic norms of international relations. Yeah, that's norms for me. Anyway. 递增. Yeah, so the 递 indicates this kind of progressive. 递增. So it's yeah, often you say 与日递增, 与日递增. So every day it increases. 与日递增. Like progressively increases bit by bit. It's not like one giant leap. It's progressive. 递增. Progressive increase. 逐渐递增. 它们的产量与年递增. So I said 与日递增. So that increases a little bit every day. This is increases a little bit every year. Do I want to read this? 成本是递增的。他们往往假定机会成本。成本。假定 here is assume. Okay. 他们往往假定机会成本是递增的。So they assume opportunity costs increase gradually. 就是通过迭代 What is 迭代？迭代 iterative. Okay. 迭代递增的工作来实现的。Iterative and incrementally. Yeah. All right. 对接口的递增更改更加难于管理。So 接口 is an interface. 对接口的递增 Where is interface? So maybe all this comes together as a phrase. Sorry. So, sorry. Maybe I'll pause for a second. All right, so I think all this comes together, right? So incremental 更改, alterations, and 更加 increasing. Oh no, maybe it's 更加难以管理. No, okay, this one. Incremental alterations or incremental changes, 更加, yeah, even more difficult to manage. Yeah, more difficult to manage. Yeah, all right. Okay, 递增. 与日递增. Oh, I'm sure this is a phrase. Is it not a phrase? 每日递增. Yeah. Surely this is a phrase, right? 恐难程度一日激增. I think this is a phrase. 一日递增. Yeah, 微信公众号注册数量一日递增. Yeah. What else would it be? 一日剧增. Oh, there's this one. 一日剧增. Maybe because this one is used more often. 一日剧增. Yeah. So 递增. So usually it's 和什么什么递增. 和 I don't know. Maybe I put 每年 or 每天. 每年. What if we put this? 每年递增. Yeah, every year incrementally increases by 7%. 今年来的融化速度每年递增7%. Yeah, this is probably a better one. 在以每年8至16 oops 在以8%至16的速度递增. Okay, so it increases and then increases. Yeah. Anyway, you get the idea. Step by step. D. Do you know the character D? D meaning to pass. Like 萧炎，你能寄给我吗？ D. Oh, and maybe you know 快递. D. So where is 递增 is this one? 顺着次序一个接一个的，一次比一次. Okay, so one by one or one, then another, and then so on. 增减或升降. So it's going up or going down incrementally. 递补. Okay, so it's filling vacancies one by one. 递增 increase progressively. 递升 kind of the same thing. Promote to the next rank. Oh, rather than jump ranks, is that right? 请你把那本词典递给我. Yeah. This is the verb meaning to pass. 传递. Yeah, that's the other one. Okay, so there's two different meanings. All right, what's next? 周期. Yeah. So 周期 is period. Period in the sense of cycle or a period of time. Maybe you know a certain 元素周期表. Oh, there it is. 元素周期表. The periodic table of the elements. Yeah, it's periodic. So 周期is period. 周期 is here. 表 is a table. So element period table. Periodic table. 周期表. Yeah, 周期表. There it is. Do you remember all your elements? 氢, 氦, 锂, don't know that one. 汞,碳, hold on. 碳, 氮, 氧, 氟, 氖, 钠, 镁, 铝, 硒, 磷, 硒, right? No, hold on, 想想. Is sui? I think it's sui. I'm not sure. Lu. I think it's lu. Yeah, I forget this one. Yeah. Gai. Okay, some of these I just simply have never studied. Tai. This one is ge, right? So is it ge du? Not that long ago. Ge du. Or is it du? Chromium plated. Okay. 镀铬. Anyway, chrome plate. So you end up remembering these kind of relatively rare characters, and maybe your average Joe who speaks Chinese doesn't even know them. So you got to be a bit careful if you pull out specific characters like that. Like, I don't know. How many people know the word chromium? Maybe adults, maybe most adults have some idea about that. I don't know. But if you're not into kind of manufacturing or science or something, maybe you don't have it in your education. I shouldn't say that. Maybe you don't have it in your ready-to-go memory. 周期. Yeah, so 周期, you probably know all sorts of different 周期s like 一年 or 一日周期. 周期. So 学期 is a kind of 周期. Okay, so 月经, this is I just realized they're both called periods, right? But this is a period. All right, menstrual cycle, 28 days. So this is the period in the sense of time. This is the period in the sense of menstrual cycle. 并非所有的医生都完全的理解生育周期, so reproductive cycles. So not all doctors. So here we're talking about like ovulating, is it? Or is it just 月经? 进行周期性, so periodic 检查, periodic inspections, carrying out periodic inspections 以确保高标准得以维持. 得以维持. So carry out periodic inspections. Yeah, 得以. Yeah, I feel like the Chinese is a bit weird here, right? Periodic inspections. Maybe you could just say 为了确保高标准 high standards. Yeah, 我们进行周期性检查. High standards are maintained. Yeah, so the problem is 维持 is to maintain. So I feel like they wanted to translate that into that word. But 确保, ensure high, yeah. You could just say maintain or ensure high standards. Or maybe you could say 确保高标准的维持. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Ensure the maintenance of high standards. Anyway. Okay, 更新周期 cycle of renewal. The 循环. 循环 is cycle. The cycle of I'm not sure. Replacement period cycling 永远不会结束. 那么我的元素周期表是错的吗? My periodic table is wrong. 你知道太阳活动是有周期的. The sun has cycles. Here we're talking about solar activity. So yeah, so sometimes it's like I am the sun. And sometimes it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna chill for a bit. What's this one? 这并不是说生物钟 biological clock 的周期是固定不变的. Biological clock is immutable. Immutable is unchangeable. Immutable. You say immutable. Immutably fixed. That's like saying fixedly fixed. Immutable. Or we could just say fixed. Fixed meaning unchanged, unchanging or unchangeable. 地球轨道的周期性变化会影响地球的气候. So Earth's orbit, 轨道 is orbit in this context. So the Earth's orbit, the changes in periodicity of Earth's orbit affects the Earth's climate. Yeah. No, it's not periodic changes, it's changes in periodicity. It's kind of different. Periodic changes make it sound like the changes are occurring with periods, with a certain period. But the changes are occurring to the period, not that changes are being made periodically. That's different. It's changes to the periodicity of Earth's orbit. Yeah, 早期的元素周期表 blah blah blah. Yeah, early version periodic table. Okay, 周期 or 周期性 seem important. All right, what's next? 赌博 gamble. Yeah, I play yuanshen. I feel like yuanshen is pretty close to gambling, right? 赌博. I really don't enjoy gambling. You just go there, here, put in $1. Oh, and now I have $1 less. And that's about it. I'm really against gambling. I think it's a bad thing to do. So when I use Genshin Impact, I obviously will use free to play. However, I even feel guilty then because I feel, yeah, gambling is not something we should encourage. I think games like Genshin Impact are kind of gambling, kind of the modern form of gambling. They make way, way too much money. And I feel like there should not be software around that you can like give away your life savings to use. Like, I think all software should go, okay, you've spent enough, done, that's enough. What? Anyway, 赌博. 赌博, gambling, no, gambling and to gamble. It's both, it is a, no. Then what is gambling rather than gamble? Sorry. It's 赌博, right? It's both a noun. Are you a gambling man? 戒赌. So 戒 meaning to give up. You've probably encountered 戒烟. So 戒赌. Yeah, 我戒赌了. I give up gambling. I quit gambling. Gambling was outlawed. Yeah, 赌博. Gambling 被宣布为非法. Yeah. I think in China it's illegal. I'm not 100% sure because I like people do gamble when they're playing like mahjong. Yeah, so I'm not sure of the laws here. But from what I understand, you probably shouldn't do it. 赌博, gamble. So here it's a verb. Sorry, it's a noun, right? 赌博, gambling it has been declared illegal. Yeah. Okay. 我敢赌 no 敢 I bet. I bet that you can blah blah blah. Yeah, this one. 我打赌. That's the same one, right? 打赌 or 打赌. Yeah, so it can mean, yeah, this one, to make a bet. But it also has this kind of figurative one where you say, I bet that you can't eat, I don't know, spicy food or something like this. So 我打赌. Yeah, 我敢打赌. I would bet. Yeah, 我敢打赌. Yeah, I think this is a common phrase. 我敢打赌. Maybe it comes from English though. Like, I'm not sure. 他知道的比他说的要多. I bet she knows more than she's saying. Yeah, I'll wager that. 我打赌. 他们有好吃的冰淇淋. I bet they have yummy ice cream. Here you can use 可口. We studied 可口 not that long ago. But you can also just use 好吃. Okay, 我敢打赌 blah blah blah. Yeah, let's jot that down. Since we're in the vicinity, since we're in the neighborhood, let's jot it down. 我敢打赌. 我 敢打赌 yeah 我敢打赌我敢打赌 So I bet or I'd wager. It's figurative, like you're not actually expected to bet. I think it's used like this too. Very similar to English. Yeah, wow, that's a lot of examples. Well, 28 examples. So I didn't fill it all in, but very similar. 我敢打赌你并不真正喜欢自己. You really don't like yourself. You don't genuinely like yourself. Yeah. So it's not really in here implies to a large extent, whereas 真正 is truly or genuinely. You don't genuinely like yourself. Yeah, the negation applies to the 真正, right? 你不真正, you don't genuinely like yourself. It doesn't imply you hate yourself, just you don't have this genuine like for yourself. 我敢打赌他们不会出席. They won't attend. All right. So anyway, 赌博. 赌博 is a word we're learning. I think it's also a noun meaning gambling. I'm going to add it. Like as in the gambling industry, that's gambling, the concept. Okay. 空想. Yeah, to daydream. Maybe. 空想. 幻想 is to kind of fantasize about something. 空想. Yeah, like daydream, but often this sort of thing. 只想不做. 脱离实际的想象. Okay, so only think, don't do. Divorced from reality. Your thinking is divorced from reality. All right. 改变落后面貌. 要靠实干，不能空想. Yeah, so you must 实干. You must do things in the real world. You must do things. Take action. Oh, you can't fix things without taking action. And if you think you can, you're 空想, dreaming. Okay, so I need to show you tell him he's dreaming from the castle. Tell him he's dreaming. This is an Australian movie. This is...
He spends most of his time reading the trading post.
So he's reading... Okay, so this is like 30 years ago now. He's reading the newspaper looking for things on sale. And he talks with his father about like jousting sticks and things like this that you can buy. And he does mulls it over with his father, and his father says, tell him his dream.
He just loves buying and trading.
Ergonomic chairs, 4 of them. What do you want? 180. It's a dream.
He's dreaming. Tell him he's dreaming. He's dreaming. This is the iconic Australian movie. If you want to watch an Australian movie, this one, The Castle. It's called The Castle. Tell him he's dreaming.
But yeah, tell him he's dreaming.
Tell him he's dreaming. Tell him he's dreaming. For jousting sticks. Yeah. Maybe one of these days I should make little snippets of these videos and use them for memes during my videos. 空想. So yeah, in Australia it's like, tell him he's dreaming. 空想. $4.50 for ergonomic chairs. Dreaming. Yeah, they end up buying all this weird stuff because they read it in the trading post. They don't need it, but they think it's good value. Okay. Okay, so there's a verb version, you're dreaming, and there's a noun version, right? Which is like the daydream, right? Unrealistic. Fantasy, yeah. 闭门空想. All right, so this is like 闭门, close the door. 戒绝隐居或不与外界来往. So behind closed doors. This sounds like you don't want to hear alternative opinions or something like that. 这并不是空想. This is not an idle dream. Dreaming. Tell him he's dreaming. Justin sticks. Sorry. I don't know if anyone's from Australia in my audience. Yeah, you'd understand, but maybe the rest of the world will not understand that. All right, he's dreaming. All right, there's the vocabulary. All right, maybe I should pause and have a moment's rest, and then we'll read through the text. I'll come back in a second. Okay, where were we? Oh, that's right, we're going to read the textbook. All right, I usually do it twice if you're new to my channel. First time for like accuracy to see if I can understand, and the second time is more for fluency. All right, 慧眼捕捉商机. Yeah, so we're talking about, or 慧眼 is kind of figurative, right? Like intelligent eye, or have an eye for capturing marketing opportunities, business opportunities. Yeah, this is from a book. This is the book. So, I guess this is part of the book. I found part of the book, but I'm not sure if it's the same part. If we have time, we'll look at that. OK, 屡次创业却屡次惨遭失败的人总是知道，创业有窍门吗？当然有，窍门就是创业不可盲目，要要依据市场规则捕捉商业机会。1903年，吉列先生。So 吉列 is the like shaving brand, Gillette, yeah. 吉列先生发明了可替换刮胡刀，刮 to shave, 刮胡 is your beard, 刮胡刀。1958年。安藤百福发明了方便面。Okay, I don't know who that is. 安藤百方便面 I have some in my cupboard. Okay, 1992年，七石川兄弟发明了罐装八宝粥。I think I know this product. 八宝粥 is a type of 粥. Yeah, that's the book. So 八宝粥. Yeah, 八宝粥, this one. Yeah, it's not bad. Although I'm not a big fan of 粥 in general. Is that the one? 泰山. What was the brand name? 亲戚的戚，亲是川，戚是川，亲戚的戚，石头的石，四川的川。All right, so this is it, is it? Where is the name though? I don't see the brand name. Wahaha. I don't know, maybe the brand name has changed. But 八宝粥, rice congee, red beans, lotus seeds, longan. I don't know what that is. Red dates, nuts. So what if we just put in that name? So this is him, is it? Yeah. All right, anyway, let's continue. Oops, what have I done? Yeah. All right. 七石川兄弟. Oh, brothers. There should have been two of them. 发明了罐装八宝粥. So this is like in a canister. Yeah, so now you can go to the local shop, the 便利店, and buy 八宝粥. I remember once I was late for a flight. No, I wasn't late for a flight. I was delayed. I was 拘留. and they gave me babao zhou to eat, a can of babao zhou. I'm like, all right. It wasn't the greatest, but it was edible. 都收到了市场热捧. Okay, 热捧, it's like enthusiasm, I guess. It's well received. 并给创业者带来了数额可观的财富. Yeah, so this 可观 is considerable, remember? Considerable 数额 quantity or amount of wealth. OK, 成功的案例告诉我们，创业必须依据市场需求，这是一条永恒的真理。只要遵循这条规则，就没有不成功的道理。Yeah, we have a double negative here. So no reason you won't succeed. You just keep going. I mean, you persevere. If you don't succeed, keep trying until you succeed. I mean, in principle, it works like that, right? Like logically, it works like that, but human funds and human lifespan are finite. And sometimes you're better off just choosing something else. So I'm not sure. Perseverance is good to a certain extent. 独具慧眼，寻找机遇. So 机遇 is opportunity. So finding or searching for opportunities. 独具慧眼, 慧眼 is the kind of intelligent eye. 独具, so uniquely possess an intelligent eye. Figurative speech, right? 市场需求无处不在, 无处不在, double negative. So there is no place where it doesn't exist, right? It's everywhere. 却往往易被忽视 So easy to overlook, 易被忽视。别人没发现，或是不屑做的生意，往往孕育着机会。Oh, okay, so 孕育 is like pregnant, but here it's more like gestating a marketing opportunity, a business opportunity or something. 譬如, yeah, so there's three of them. There's 譬如, 例如, and 比如. They all mean for example. 譬如 is probably the most formal of the three. You don't need to know this. Basically, they're all the same. I don't think anyone knows any distinction between them. Maybe people try to split hairs, but it's not important. Yeah, you can choose B rule because it's the easiest to handwrite. 在新产品博览会上，王先生看到了一台叫做电池分析修复仪。So battery analysis and repair. 仪 would be like a stand at the 展览会的小机器。All right, let's see what it does. 它是用来修复手机电池的。手机电池的正常寿命是5至6年。事实上，大家的电池却没有那么耐用，往往用1年就坏了。Yeah, okay, this is partly deliberate. So when you go to get your phone repaired, they're like, oh, buy a new phone. Oh, yeah, sure. That's what happens. But the other thing is, yeah, you kind of adapt the software to the battery and so on, right? Yeah, you adapt the performance of your phone to your battery life and so on. Okay, battery life is good. So we make the software and hardware work harder and you end up using more battery life. So yeah, if you like tone down the software, it'll last a lot longer kind of thing. But yeah, that's what it's like, isn't it? Like, I remember when reading something about washing machines coming in when washing machines coming in, everyone's thinking, oh, great, we don't have to wash clothes manually. What happens is you end up with higher expectations. You just end up washing more clothes for just using washing machine. So yeah, these things that should free you from tedious tasks end up causing you to do. You end up doing the equal amount of tedious tasks. Anyway. Okay, 换新电池又很贵. Yeah, that's very deliberate. 而所谓坏了，只是化学物质沉淀到了绝缘层。Okay, 绝缘 insulating 绝缘层 an insulating layer. 美国人发现，在一定条件下，能够将其还原成初始状态。还原 So we probably studied 还原 at some point, but it's like 还原 is return to or revert to a previous state. You use it for like reenactment, like 还原, reenacting the Civil War or something like that as well. Here it's returning to its original state for the battery. 于是发明了这种机器，王先生花4万元买下了这台能够像变魔术 I think the 变 is cast a spell here. 变魔术一样修好电池的机器，也变魔术。I think it means to cast a spell. Perform magic tricks. Sorry, not exactly. What does the 变 mean here? 变. This one? 突然发生的重大变化可以变换. I don't know. Maybe it's a different usage than what's listed in the dictionary. So, perform a magic trick, not cast a magic spell. Okay, perform a magic trick. 之后，在商场租了柜台，修一块电池，收费50至70元，扣掉场地租金和税金。So this is after deducting the rent and the tax. 月收入上万 Okay, that's pretty decent. 不到2个季度就轻松收回了本钱。Yeah, so a few months later, 2 months later, already got back the investment or the original sum of money. 类似这类的生意，即使碰上通货膨胀，也不会对它产生丝毫影响。可是，如果你没有眼光，眼光 literally means kind of like vision. Yeah, I guess it's foresight or this kind of way of looking at things here. 就看不到商机。如果你思维平庸 ，so if you think like an ordinary person， 就发现不了商机。只要你勤劳，市场就捏在你的手里。So I guess it's 捏在手里。从竞争对手的产品缺陷中捕捉商机。So the defects in your competitor's product, you seize the opportunity that gives rise to. 研究竞争对手，从中找出其产品的弱点及营销的弱点环节，是捕捉商机的有效方法之一。当年 Okay, so this 当年 doesn't refer to at one, yeah, usually it means 当年 that year, but here it's like introducing 当年, it's like, oh, some year there exists at some time when this happened. 日渐兴旺的日本，泡泡糖。What is 泡泡糖? Is this is like lollipop? Is it 泡泡糖? Something like that. 泡泡糖，泡泡糖。哦 ，bubble gum， 泡泡糖。啊 ，OK， 泡泡糖。I feel like I should know that. Not like I have bubble gum. It's for kids, right? 泡泡糖。OK, Japanese bubble gum. Bubble gum 市场大部分被劳特垄断。So this is some brand, 劳特, some Japanese brand of bubble gum. 江崎公司想扩充这方面的业务，于是专门 there's 专门 we talked about them. 专门成立了团队，研究劳特的产品，以寻找市场缝隙。So we're investigating this company to find a marketing, like a gap in the market. You don't want to compete with them. You want to find what they're not good at and do that. 研究结果发现，劳特产品有4个不足：一，成年人的泡泡糖市场正在扩大 ，so adult bubble gum。劳特的眼光仍停留在儿童身上 ，OK。2，劳特的产品口味单一。而消费者的需求正在日益多样化。Okay, so they're only targeting children, not adults. 2, they've only got one kind of flavor, but people's tastes are growing, expanding. 3, 劳特泡泡糖外观老旧，缺乏新式样。Okay, so the packaging is pretty old-fashioned. 4, 劳特产品售价110日元。I have no idea if that's a lot, but it doesn't sound like very much to me. 买时得掏10日元硬币。Okay, the problem is not that it's a lot of money, it's that it's not an even amount of money. You have to find 100 and a 10. Yeah, I have to agree. Sometimes that kind of very minuscule thing, yeah, it makes a difference. It can make a difference. OK, 不方便购买者，于是将其公司大胆布局，以成年人的消费需求为依据设计产品。No, this isn't way, it's way. Why have I written way then? Sorry, I dropped my thing. 1 second. Yeah, it's way. It's second tone. I read the wrong thing. Well, past me wrote the wrong thing. 以什么什么为依据。以成年人的消费需求为依据。So 依据 is the basis. So we're taking the 成年人 is adults. Yeah, there's also 未成年人 which is minors, right? 消费需求 so consumer needs as a basis. 设计 this is the verb. 设计产品 design the product based on adult consumer needs. 又拟定了相应的市场营销策略。So a marketing, yeah, we talked about this, marketing strategy. And maybe marketing is just marketing in general. 不久推出4种功能型泡泡糖。So 功能型 would be like functional bubble gum. I don't know. Anyway, it's something about their bubble gum. So it has 4 properties, it seems. 1, 司机用泡泡糖以 强烈的刺激消除司机的困倦。No, 困倦。It's 倦 J-U-A-N, not 倦倦。困倦。All right. So this is a bubble gum for drivers to keep them awake. 交际用泡泡糖。交际 communicate what? 咀嚼后可清洁口腔，消除口腔异味。Okay, so this is like a bubble gum kind of to make your mouth, your oral cavity fresh. 体育用泡泡糖，内含多种维生素，有利于消除疲劳。So this is a sports bubble gum. I don't know. Has vitamins and eliminates tiredness. 轻松型泡泡糖。This is for relaxing, is it? 通过添加叶绿素。叶绿素 is what's it called? The green pigment in plants? Chlorophyll, is it? 改变人的不良情绪。Does chlorophyll affect people's moods? 叶绿素。Chlorophyll does it really affect people's moods? Should I start eating leaves? Do I have any leaves? I don't have any leaves. I mean, I eat spinach and things like that. So all right. 在产品可口的同时，精心设计包装和造型，定价分50和100日元两种。Yeah, because it's like one note, it's easier to pay. So it'd be like, oh, I have that one, it's easier. It's also slightly cheaper as well. It's negligible difference in practice, but yeah. 江崎的产品，物美价廉，风味独特，不靠广告吹捧，产品品尝后，消费者购买永远。Yeah, this is the real way of marketing, isn't it? It's you provide a good product and everyone will just share it around. Like, oh yeah, this I found this was good value for money, and everyone tells everyone else about it. And you don't need to do all the marketing if people tell everyone. I don't know. Then again, what do I know? For example, Coke. Coke does a lot of marketing, but everyone knows Coke exists, right? 市场需求呈井喷式爆发，井喷式。So this would be like a spout in a fountain or something. 井喷。No, a 井喷 is not what I thought it was. Surge, maybe it just means surge here. 井喷，当心井喷。That's an interesting warning. All right. All right, 井喷式爆发，财务收入也呈井喷式增长。Yeah, so 增长 doesn't necessarily, is it 增长？ Yeah, it's just growing, isn't it? 这就是市场。只要你细心研究市场，细心研究消费者的需求，细心研究市场产品的优劣，对产品的不足做些局部改进。局部改进 partial improvement. Or local improvement, yeah. 就有可能得到消费者的认可。Yeah, 认可 is like recognition, but maybe this is used more like 欢迎，more like 欢迎。你 预示为消费者考虑的周全，消费者预示会慷慨的关照你。So 关照 here is figurative. Look after you. Yeah. That's what it's like, right? If companies like pay attention to the customers and rather than just focus on profit, yeah, well, I hope they do well. But maybe the reality is to maximize their profit, they need to focus on profit. I don't know. 从市场的潜在需求中寻找商机。So potential needs. 在台湾某游览观光区 ，so Taiwan's tourist area， 一台流动财印 ，yeah we saw 财印 before didn't we? Anyway 财印 here it's color printing， 一台流动财印车。吸引了大家的目光。I don't know. Is this a color printed car? 游客可以在这儿就近冲印照片，可以把喜欢的图案肖像印在纪念品和纺织品上，作为独一无二的旅游留念，独一无二，独一 only one， 无二 there's no two ，yeah 独一无二 it's a 成语 just means unique 独一无二。OK， 流动财印车，let's Google it， 流动财印车。Oh, it's a car, yeah 流动。Yeah, I know what it means now. 财印。Maybe we won't find it. So it's like a shop, like this sort of shop, right? It's a shop in a car. And what does the shop do? They print out your photos on t-shirts and that sort of thing. Or just give you glossy photos. Yeah, so 流动 is mobile, right? Or driving, I guess. 一台流动财印车，一台车。Why is it 一台车？Anyway, not important. 流动财印车的发明者是周家良兄弟。So Zhou here is their surname, right? So the Zhou family's brothers. 哥哥是汽车维修工，弟弟是摄影发烧友 enthusiast 发烧友 all right 台湾经济转型，旅游业成了台湾经济的支柱产业，支柱 like primary pillar, but usually it's translated to mainstay, a mainstay industry. It's a primary industry in, according to this, the Taiwanese economy. 兄弟俩 we haven't studied 俩 but this is 俩 it just is a short version of 两个兄弟俩 there's also 仨 this one as well. Oh, sorry, there's also this one. I think it's sa, or is it sa? Sa, yeah, first time. 三个的合音词，两个的合音词 ，yeah. So 俩 and sa, 我们仨 ，yeah, just 两个，我们两个，我们三个，whatever. Where are we? 兄弟俩发现，对照观光客的需求，传统猜测冲印做法太过陈旧， So 冲印, this is the developing process. Maybe you go to, like in the old days, you'd take photos and take your film and give it to someone to develop. Nowadays, you just take your own photos. You put them on a USB stick and give it to them, probably. 哪个游客能为冲洗照片冲洗照片 So this is the chemical developing of photographs. 等好几天 Yeah, no one can wait a few days for the photos to develop while they're traveling. 于是兄弟俩齐心协力发挥各自的专长，以50万台币做资本，发明了这辆相当于一个小型专业冲印部的流动彩印车。Yeah. So they designed a car, and in the car you can develop photographs instantly. Yeah, put it on print it out, or I don't know, put it on a T-shirt or something. 流动彩印车一出现就大受欢迎，每逢周末、节假日以及人多的场合。简直就忙不过来。I guess that just means very busy. 它最大的优势就是方便快捷，不像以往。What? All right. 不像以往要等上好几天。Yeah, this 上 the auction has reached a certain. 住上2-3天。So this is like more than or something, is it? I'm not sure. 等上也好几天。旅游淡季，彩印车，还可以为学生的制服。不同规格的运动服 Yeah, 制服 uniform. 运动服 is also uniform, but sports uniform. 运动服印制高品质的图案。彩印车很快就有了知名度，收益也呈递增趋势。很短的周期。就收回了成本。周期 is a period. I feel like they just put that word in there. 很短的周期就 No, he would normally say 在很短的期间内，已经收回了成本。Yeah, I don't think this is normal. 可见。Yeah, 可见 is used as a conjunction. It's like it is easily seen, or like from the reader's perspective, we see 可见。创业不是赌博，创业不能靠空想，能够准确预测市场的潜在需求，具有超前意识，是经营者必备的素质。So it's not a form of gambling. 不能靠 if you don't like fantasize or daydream. Like you can't just rely on empty thoughts. You've actually got to do concrete research. 超潜意识，超潜意识，潜意识 is like your subliminal thoughts, right? 潜意识, right? No, this is 潜意识. So what is 超潜意识? So this is premonition or foresight, is it? 超潜意识. So there is a 潜意识, but that 潜意识 is 潜在的潜. This is your subliminal, subconscious thoughts. Yeah. So this is 超前. Is 超前 a word? Not really. Anyway. Okay, so we read it. We'll read it again, focus more on fluency, try not to start and stop. Okay. 慧眼捕捉商机，屡策创业，却屡次惨遭失败的人，总想知道创业有窍门吗？当然有窍门，就是创业不可盲目，要依据市场规则，捕捉商业机会。1903年，吉列先生发明了可替换刮胡刀。1958年，安藤白福发明了方便面。1992年，其实川兄弟发明了罐装八宝粥，都受到了市场热捧，并给创业者带来了数额可观的财富。成功的案例告诉我们，创业必须依据市场需求，这是一条永恒的真理。只要遵循这条规则，就没有不成功的道理。独具慧眼，寻找机遇。市场需求无处不在，却往往易被忽视，别人没发现，或是不屑做的生意，往往孕育着机会。譬如，在新产品博览会上，王先生看到了一台叫做电池分析修复仪的小机器，它是用来修复手机电池的。手机电池的正常寿命是5至6年。事实上，大家的电池却没有那么耐用，往往用1年就坏了。换新电池又很贵，而所谓坏了，只是化学物质沉淀到了绝缘层。美国人发现，在一定条件下，能够将其还原成初始状态，于是发明了这种机器。王先生花4万元买下了这台能够像变魔术一样修好电池的机器。之后，在商场租了柜台，修一块电池收费50至70元，扣掉场地租金和税金，月收入上万。不到2个季度就轻松收回了本钱。类似这样的生意，即使碰上通货膨胀，也不会对它产生丝毫影响。可是如果你没有眼光，就看不到商机；如果你思维平庸，就发现不了商机。只要你勤劳，市场就捏在你的手里。从竞争对手的产品缺陷中捕捉商机，研究竞争对手，从中找出其产品的弱点及营销的薄弱环节，是捕捉商机的有效方法之一。当年 日渐兴旺的日本泡泡糖市场大部分被劳特垄断。江崎公司想扩充这方面的业务，于是专门成立了团队，研究劳特的产品，以寻找市场缝隙。研究结果发现，劳特产品有4个不足。Yeah, here it's kind of normal to say 研究结果发现。Yeah, it's kind of normal to say this, even though it's somewhat illogical, right? 研究结果发现 the research results discovered. Yeah, it doesn't really make, it's not that logical. Like people discover things, not research results. I prefer to say 研究结果显示 shows rather than 发现. But yeah, anyway, people do say this, even though it feels a little illogical to me. 成年人的泡泡糖市场正在扩大，劳特的眼光仍停留在儿童身上。2. 劳特的产品口味单一，而消费者的需求正在日益多样化。3. 劳特泡泡糖外观老旧，缺乏新式样。4. 劳特产品售价110日元，买时得掏10日元硬币，不方便购买者。So here 方便 or in fact 不方便 is used as a verb, so it inconveniences 购买者 the customers. 于是江崎公司大胆布局，以成年人的消费需求为依据设计产品，又拟定了相应的市场营销策略。不久，推出4种功能型泡泡糖。刺激用泡泡糖，以强烈的刺激消除刺激的困倦。胶剂用泡泡糖咀嚼后可清洁口腔，清除口腔异味。体育用泡泡糖内容多种维生素，有利于消除疲劳。4. 轻松型泡泡糖通过添加叶绿素，对啊，我说的对，叶绿素改变人的不良情绪，在产品可口的同时，精心设计包装和造型，定价分50和100日元2种。江崎的产品物美价廉，风味独特，不靠广告吹捧。品尝后，消费者购买踊跃，市场需求呈井喷式爆发，财务收入也呈井喷式增长。这就是市场。只要你细心研究市场，细心研究消费者的需求，细心研究市场产品的优劣，对产品的不足做些局部改进，就有可能得到消费者的认可。你越是为消费者考虑的周全，消费者越是会慷慨的关照你。Yeah, 周全 is like thoughtfully and so on. So you can, yeah, usually when considering customers and so on. 从市场的潜在需求中寻找商机。在台湾某游览观光区，一台流动彩印车 吸引了大家的目光。游客可以在这儿就近冲印照片，可以可以把喜欢的图案肖像印在纪念品和纺织品上，作为独一无二的旅游留念。流动彩印车的发明者是周家两兄弟，哥哥是汽车维修工，弟弟是摄影发烧友。台湾经济转型，旅游业成了台湾经济的支柱产业。兄弟俩发现，对照观光客的需求，传统银色冲印做法太过陈旧。哪个游客能为冲洗胶片等好几天？于是兄弟俩齐心协力，发挥各自的专长，以50万台币做资本，发明了这辆相当于一个小型专业冲印部的流动彩印车。流动彩印车一出现，就大受欢迎。每逢周末、节假日一起，人多的场合简直就忙不过来。它最大的优势就是方便快捷，不像以往要等上好几天。旅游淡季，彩印车还可以为学生的制服，不同规格的运动服印制高品质的图案。彩印车很快就有了知名度，收益也呈递增趋势。很短的周期就收回了成本。可见创业不是赌博，创业不能靠空想，能够准确预测市场的潜在需求，具有超前意识，是经营者必备的素质。All right, so that's the story. Yeah, it takes a while to read. That's the length of the MP3. So this is a very long one, isn't it? 1,519 characters. Takes a while. Yeah, do I agree with it? I feel like I disagree with this to a large extent. It is a form of gambling, I think. It's not like even if you come up with a great idea and you do it and you do all the right things, it doesn't mean you're gonna like earn money from it or make a living from it. There's no guarantee. Right? Like even major companies who invest millions in, like Facebook's currently investing billions in kind of VR kind of things, and I'm like, I'm not going to use VR in my lifetime. Oh, why would I want to wear this thing on my face? I'm not even going to buy it. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with digital things, right? I'm what you call a geriatric millennial, right? So we're the very early millennials. So we like analog things like reading a book. We also like digital things like YouTube. Yeah. But VR, I don't want to wear things on my face all the time, do I? Yeah. I don't know. Anyway. So that's the story. I feel like there's no guarantee of success. So I feel like it is kind of a gamble. Anyway, this is the book this is from. Apparently this author wrote this whole book. So it's not just this snippet. So I found this on this website. So let's have a look, see what it comes up. 第4章 OK 挣钱赚钱有术 There is a knack, a tactic to earning money. 见缝插针 This is actually, if you see a gap, you insert a needle. So it's like you exploit every hole or weakness. All right. 确定自己的赚钱方程式 The course. Yeah, I'm using the reader mode in this browser, so I cannot use the dictionary. 王永庆的赚钱方程式是以向人借债的方式，自己开了一间小米店来谋发展，但对其他人是不是也可能呢？ So he's making money for Xiaomi Dian. So Xiaomi is the product, right? Like the mobile phone brand. Xiaomi Dian. So Wang Yongqing, let me guess, he's the founder of Xiaomi. Could be. I googled him. Why is it not working? All right, let's use Bing. So what's his name? Wang Yongqing. Come on, Wang Yongqing. Here. 维基百科 What does 维基百科 say about him? 台湾话 blah blah blah. 台湾企业家日治 What is 日治?日治时期 The period of Japanese rule of Taiwan. Okay. Taipei. All right. So what did he do? 创办人 Okay. 台塑集团 So this is the company he founded. Formosa Plastic Group. All right. So Xiaomi. Oh, okay. So hold on. Xiaomi may also be the grain. There's two of them, isn't there? Xiaomi, the mobile phone brand, and Xiaomi, like the little grain millet in English. So he can make money from the like the shops, franchising the shops to other people, but other people making money from the shops. 他人的忠告或经验之谈，对赚钱非常有用，但若视为经典，依例实行，却不一定能获得成功。赚钱需要个人的创意或决断。先见之明。Okay, look first. Is this the wisdom of looking first or inspecting? 赚钱也需要不狠心 no 下狠心或人下心去做，这些并不能从学问中获得。So this is the knack of earning money, and you can't learn it through academia, like probably through a textbook or something. 将那些挣大钱的人分析来看，其所具有的共同部分很多，不过有些人的个性很特殊，任何人都模仿不来。Yeah, just because this person's successful in a certain way doesn't mean I can copy him. And maybe if that person's found some very niche opportunities, like that bubblegum story, like, okay, you've done that now. Now I have to go find some other equally utilizable gap in the market. 赚钱并不能以方程式求的正确答案。假若能如此，那 赚钱实是实是件 what 实是件容易的事，实是alright。那么在社会中，不知有多少人会变成亿万富翁 ，this is millionaire or billionaire or something。然而也只能是痴心妄想。痴 is using 白痴 it's like foolish heart. 妄想 is like hope in vain. Maybe. So what's the knack? 想要赚钱，确实需要具有某些条件，例如时机、人才、资金、运气、创意、决断、勇气、经营方式。Yeah, all of those are important, right? Like the opportune time. So you remember Google Glass? Yeah, actually, Google Glass. I prefer that to those big things you put on your face because they look like glasses. Yeah, it was just too early, like it's ahead of its time kind of thing. Insight, like talent, you need the funds, of course, you need luck. Luck plays an important role. Innovation, this is like 决断, decisiveness maybe. Bravery and a marketing model or a business model maybe. 也每个人所具备的条件都不相同. Okay, so 条件 you probably encountered meaning condition. You probably encountered the collocation 满足所有的条件, satisfy the conditions. This 条件 is a little bit different, more like prerequisite condition. So you possess the prerequisites, or the prerequisite conditions you possess are not identical. So that person over there, he possesses different prerequisite conditions to me. Like basically he would have a different background and so on, skills and training and whatnot. 就以资金问题来说，每个人的想法就不同。All right. 做某项事业，需10万元的资金时，每个人对自己应准备多少资金才能做的看法都不同，这与一个人的才智、热情和时代背景等各种条件有关。So, okay, if I need money for an investment, how would I save it versus how would someone else save it? Yeah, two different things. Okay, 王永庆向人借债开了一间小米店。Yeah, maybe this is not a mobile phone shop. Maybe this is the grain store. 但境况不佳，又转型烧砖。Okay, so this was a failure because the circumstances were not optimal. So he converted to making bricks. I've heard this story. I think I've heard this story. Oh no, I haven't. But I have heard a similar story. Do you know Panjiayuan? This one, Panjiayuan. This one, it's a market in Beijing, Panjiayuan. I think it has a similar story. Panjiayuan. Yeah, it's a market in Beijing. It's quite famous. I never actually went there. Panjiayuan. So yeah, you can go there and look at all this sort of thing. But in the past, they made bricks there, I believe. And there's a whole story about how it became successful. So where were we? Maybe this story is just coincidentally also about bricks. Or maybe it's like from the same era when there was a large demand for bricks. 经过几次转型转行 maybe it's 转行一直到20世纪50年代 So that was in our textbook, right? where did we find that? Was that in the oh, maybe it's not. Where did we see that? It wasn't that long ago. 他接触了一个新兴行业 So this is like a novel industry. So my impression is this industry did not exist before. 塑胶 plastics and rubber, I guess. 引起了他的兴趣。塑胶 is plastics and rubber, right? And that's how it, Formosa Plastic Group. All right, so this is the origin story. 引起了他的兴趣。他盘算，台湾是烧咸生产地。So 咸 this means base in the sense of not acid. 碱 sorry, base in the sense of not acid. 硝碱生产地。So I don't know, what is 硝碱? Burning acid. I don't know. 硝碱. So yeah, it's caustic soda, sodium hydroxide. All right. 硝碱. All right. 制造过程中约有70%的氯气 right? 氯气. This is chlorine. Is it chlorine? 锲而不用. So most of the chlorine is unused. 氯气. Is it 氯气? Is 氯气. 而这种氯气正可以用来制造塑胶粉。于是他与人联合投资塑胶，开始了他的发财史。All right, so he's discovered is chlorine waste from the manufacturing of sodium hydroxide, and this chlorine waste can be used in the manufacturing of plastics and rubbers. I don't know how. That's not obvious to me how. 实践证明，王永庆的赚钱方程式是可行的 feasible， 但他人采用这种方程式就不一定有用。也就是说，每一个赚钱方程式都需自己创造。All right. So this worked for Wang Yongqing, but I can't just do the same thing. I have to find what works for me. 既然世界上没有两片完全相同的叶子。Okay, so 既然 is given that, right? You've probably seen 见语 or something like that. 既然 I think 既然 is a better choice than 见语. Given that no two leaves in the world are identical, 那么也就没有两个完全相同的赚钱方式。So I guess this is the principle, but given the principle of no two identical leaves. 每个人都有自己的特点，照搬照抄别人的赚钱模式是不行的。So this is, I guess, imitate or just like use an identical method as other people. This for 照搬照抄 It's like copy it. 必须结合自身的实际情况来选择赚钱模式，不仅要对自己实力进行客观全面的分析，更要对未来发展趋势进行准确的把握。All right, so we need to understand ourselves, an objective an objective assessment of ourselves and an objective assessment of future trajectories. So yeah, everyone's getting into AI now, right? Because they predict it'll be useful in the future. 确定自己的赚钱方程式，是实力与智慧的结合，是经商赚钱的开始。Okay, so that's a new chapter. 选对方向一定赚钱。So choose the right direction and you will definitely make money. How long is this? Maybe this is like really, this is like a whole novel. I'm not reading all that. What should we look at? Let's look at 吉列. Sorry, I need to input it. 吉列.吉列 was that company, Gillette. It mentioned it in the textbook, but it's not in this. Okay. Let's go 无处不在. No, none of that. So in the textbook here, Wang 先生. Is this the Wang Youqing? Maybe. No, this Wang 先生 is a different one. But they did mention a Taiwanese here. No, that's a different one again. Let's look at 彩印车, the 彩印. It's not in here. Or maybe, does it actually... Whoops. No, you can actually search, but there's no 彩印. Yeah, all right. Maybe we'll call it a video then. This is too long to read in full. Maybe somewhere along here it contains the original story, the story in the textbook. Yeah, it's a whole book. It's not like I can just flick to a random page and say this is it. And it's unclear. Like the textbook modifies it from the original. 改编自 modified from 经商就这几道. Yeah. Wang Yongxing. Wait a minute. The Wang 先生 here is not Wang Yongxing, is it? It's not the author. No, I don't think so. Could be, maybe. All right, let's call it a video. Thank you for watching. Remember to... I should point that way, in that direction. Remember to 点赞. Thank you for 点赞. Thank you for subscribing if you haven't subscribed, and thank you for watching. And I will see you in the next video. 下次聊，拜拜。